Hi, Ben Oliver here. Great to see you. As you can see, I'm got the beach behind me and I've got this lovely view from which to tell you a little summary of what we looked at on Sunday if you were there in Windsor or in Bracknell at the 6 p.m. meeting, and just give you a couple of questions, ideas for your groups this week. Yes, we looked in our second week of our series called Neighbourhood. We're looking at this parable Jesus told called the Good Samaritan. We looked in the first week at the guy that gets beaten up in the story and how we all identify with him. And then this week we're looking at the priest and the Levite and how sadly we also all identify with them as well. They're the two characters that don't stop and help in any way, shape or form. And so what are the reasons why we don't stop and help sometimes in our lives? And we thought, well, there's a whole host of those. They broadly group into two. External ones, which you can see and are obvious. Things like how much time we've got left. Are we in a hurry? Are we in a rush? Has somebody just cut us up on the way? Are we riled in any way? Has someone pushed in front of us in a queue? Have I run out of money so I can't be generous in this situation? All sorts of things like that. Looking at our resources and whether they're depleted or whether we've got lots of them. They're all kind of external reasons. And then we also looked at the internal reasons as well, the motivational ones of our heart. How long has it been since we last remembered that we were once the beaten up man and that we needed Jesus to rescue us? Every one of us has been beaten up in one way or another, and we looked at that last week, but we need to remember that in order to let Jesus go to work on the motivational side of us, that when we appreciate what he's done in us, it just can't but help overflow into helping others as well. So in your group times this week, once you've had a fresh look at Luke chapter 10 and the story once again, why don't you ask yourself those questions? What are the external factors that tend to beat me? They tend to prevent me from helping. Number one of those may well be the busyness in your life. And therefore, what changes could you make? What changes could you make to your calendar, to your diary, to your week's schedule, so that you've got some margin in there in case someone in need comes across your path? God arranges a situation where he's asking you to help, and this time you will actually have some time spare. You will have some resource available to be able to give to them. Or it might be in the area of money. Maybe you need to plan so that you've got some money that you can spontaneously give away when the time comes. You plan, you don't know what it's going to go on at the time you make the plan, but you know that you can afford to give when it comes to the need that God puts in your way. Or a whole host of other ones. Have a think, what could I do? What could I change? What one thing could I do this week that would set me up better to meet a need when God puts me there? So that's external stuff. And then internal stuff, just spend some time freshly appreciating what Jesus has done for you. I mean, maybe you want to list it out or just pray one thing after another, all the ways that Jesus has rescued you, has helped you, has changed you, has healed you, has set you up for success. And as you express that appreciation to him in gratitude, maybe in a prayer, maybe written down, maybe shared in twos or threes in your group, whatever it might be, however you choose to do that, just invite the Holy Spirit to go to work on the inside and change you from the inside, because what will happen is he will remind you how much he loves you, how much he's done for you, and that won't but help overflow and set you up for when he puts those situations of needs in your path this coming week. So have a great time, read the passage again, enjoy one another's company and challenge one another on these things. How can we get ourselves set for the need that God puts our way so we can be less like the priest and the Levite and more like the Good Samaritan? God bless.